Hello everybody and welcome back to what is apparently right now Peace Simulator. That's weird. Like, we're at peace. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Actually, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm preparing for war. And that is exactly what I want to be doing right now. We are, of course, preparing to attack Pasai. We're also preparing to attack Ternate over here. And we are also preparing to attack... What was the other one? Oh, yes, I knew. We're planning to attack up here. Now, some of these might become guaranteed by Ming. And if they do, we may not want to attack them. We'll have to evaluate. The question is, when do we want to bring Ming into this? Ming will be tough. They are at least similarly powerful to us currently. Now, they don't have the same ridiculous production that we do. This is true. We could eventually win with attrition via production. However, I'm concerned about our manpower differential between us and Ming. That's what I'm mostly concerned about right now. Now, we could bump up from extensive conscription to service by requirement, and that would do a big difference. That's not how words work. That would be a big difference, because we would gain a lot of mobilization then. The question is, what level are Ming on? And there is a way to see that, if I can remember where that is. I forget where I saw that previously. Oh, they're on limited conscription. Okay, so Ming are on limited conscription, and they have currently about 60 million manpower. We are on extensive conscription, and we have 15 million manpower. Now, we have spent a lot of that manpower on conquering new areas. That's for sure. And hopefully, as our areas come up in terms of their compliance, hopefully our local non-core manpower will improve substantially. Non-core state, right. Currently under civilian oversight. The question becomes, how do we go about coring this? And I really need to look that up. That is something I do need to do. We'll expand our steelworks in Indiana, but if we can get a lot of these states over here cored, then that will go a long ways towards bridging the manpower gap between us and Ming. But I should definitely look into that. Is it just a matter of compliance, or... A cavalry division is fine, I guess. I mean, so there's 1 million people currently in Texas, right? Base fit for service, because it's a non-core state, is minus 98%. So the question becomes, how do we go about coring a state? And I'm actually going to look that up literally right now while we're waiting for other things to happen anyway. Hearts of Iron for core state. Can you core a state in Hearts of Iron 4? Let's see here. Population, growth, state modifiers, blah, blah, blah. Cores. They can be either core states or colony states. Cores are an integral part. Yep. There's normally no way for countries to gain cores, unlike in other Paradox games. You can lose cores if you release or return territory of a country. However, some country-specific events and national focuses, like the Anschluss, will grant cores. However, as of the La Resistance expansion, there is an exception to this rule, with anarchist Spain able to core any state with enough compliance with a Global Defense Council focus. Well, that's not helpful, is it? Okay, so we can't core. Fine. That's a little odd, then, that there's no way to really harvest the manpower out here in these non-core areas. That's a... I mean, I get that Hearts of Iron is supposed to be a short duration thing. Like, I get that. The question, of course, becomes... in a longer tail game like this one, what do we think about that? And I feel like there should be an expensive and slow way to core. Like, it should be fairly non-viable if you're playing a traditional game of Hearts of Iron 4. Not entirely non-viable, but fairly non-viable. Collaboration governments, agent recruitments. I mean, that's the purpose of collaboration governments, right? But we are literally trying to conquer the whole world. We don't want collaboration governments, and maybe this is just part of the price we pay for that hubris. Maybe. That might be fine. So we're definitely doing better on the old trade front now that we've been able to do a bunch of no coalition governments, now that we've been able to do a bunch of prospecting for resources. So we'll work on that, and we should check on Pasai over here and make sure that they haven't been guaranteed by Ming yet. They have not currently. These guys, have they? No. It is Philippines over here, though, that are guaranteeing them. So we actually have Tondo in our faction. We should consider moving this army off of this line temporarily and having them come down to the Philippines over here. So come on over, guys. And then we will give them an offensive line that is just like over here. We'd have to take this as well. So we could take these guys off of this line and have them do a naval invasion from, say, Manila, straight over to here, like that. And then we'd need to make sure that they're assigned here. There we go. And we'll get them over and start preparing for that one. Excellent. So we've got that set up. Yes, we are indeed bringing revolution up this way. Still another few days here before we have that justification, but that's okay. Ming doesn't seem to be too interested in attacking us. Yeah, we have no divisions over here. This is Free India, though. Free India will have to be responsible for covering this area. We're pulling off to attack over this way. These guys. Are they... Oh, these are a puppet of Free India. Okay, that makes sense. Majapahit is also, I believe, a puppet of Free India. Yeah. Free India puppeted a lot of territory over here. So there's that. It would be nice to be able to core these. Make it cost, like, I don't know, a maintenance cost of, say, 5 political power per day. And then it takes, say, 6 months. Something like that. That's just completely making it up. But something along those lines would be what I would target for being able to core. It should be expensive and difficult to do, but it is definitely something that I'm very interested in seeing added to the game. At least for these long mission games like this. I'm wondering what our... Okay, our logistics here are not great. We should definitely consider constructing additional naval bases over here. Unfortunately, this is within Majapahit, which of course is Free India's puppet. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're just working on getting these justifications done. Ooh, 375 days. That's a long one. Okay. 75 more days here. And then we'll be able to attack up over here. The question is, does Ming join in as we declare any of these? If they do, we've got a potential issue. In that Ming is very strong. But that is why I want to eliminate every non-Ming empire and then eliminate the alliance of Ming. And then after that, we'll take out our own friends. Like Free India. Mostly Free India. For now, Free India will exist, and it'll be certainly interesting taking them out. But I think that the Ming Empire will actually be more difficult to conquer. But with Free India on our side, I feel like we can do it. What is their current manpower? Free India's manpower is 28 million, so they're doing great on that front. What is their conscription? All adults serve. Oh my. Okay. I mean, we could bump up the service by requirement. Do we care right now about that construction speed and factory output reduction? not entirely sure we do. We are on war economy right now. Export focus. Resources to market plus 50%. No resources will be exported. We could bump over to limited exports. That is a thing we could do. Okay. That is fine. Of course, our recruitable manpower is growing by almost 80k per month. So that is also something to note. I'm assuming Ming's is growing by more, but that's okay. Justification up here is now finished. We do have an unassigned division, and we will go ahead and assign that division to this army over here, and then to this one. But we have this war goal, and we should definitely utilize that. So we will declare war for conquering them. Oh, we need to select the conquer war goal. That tends to help. Okay, so in we go. And this army will be told that their orders are just to do an offensive line straight like that. Go ahead and go. And make sure that make sure you're aggressively attacking. I don't think that they can hold us off. I really, really don't. Yeah, we've got just fine supplies for this. Okay, I mean, this attack has soured slightly, but they will definitely fall. They can't do this forever. I mean, they literally only have 3 divisions here. Like, they absolutely won't succeed this. We'll get it eventually. In the meantime, I do want to check in on any additional resource prospecting. We can't do any right now. Okay. That is fine. I do want to check in on our strategic naval map mode. Okay. We are going to have to make sure that our naval invasion support fleet... Where is that currently? That is, I believe, these guys? Yes, that is these guys. We're going to need to make sure that they are operating... Not actually here. That they're operating here. Technically, that also contains this sea, but I don't actually care about that. And also operating in the Java Sea. So we'll get them on over there. Excellent. And yeah, this is gonna end eventually. I suppose we could plan an encirclement. Have like these guys come back here, and we actually don't even need this many of them. Just have like these guys come plan a naval invasion from here to like that, and get these guys surrounded. That should do the trick. Okay, and we're going to need to make sure that we have just like 3 divisions of infantry here. That's only 1, because I'm a moron. Okay, there we go. And that'll only take 10 days to plan that invasion. And this should not hurt our push over here at all. So that should be fine. Death to fascists, indeed. Excellent. I'm a little surprised that Ming is just letting us do all this. Like, they don't have to. This is all in their backyard. I don't know why they're letting us do this. However, we'll have this prepared in 6 days. And with the loss of all this territory, I mean, there is no victory point back here, but that's okay. I'm expecting that with the loss of this territory, we're going to be able to just walk in over this way and hit them back here. 10 days for 3 divisions, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. As far as our other justifications go, this one is currently about 40 days from completing. I do want to find ourselves another target. What is Sulu here? They are a puppet of Free India. Okay. That's Ming Empire up there. Do we have another target? There's a lot of Ming Empire out this way, and I think it's pretty much all Ming. Or Free India. I mean, there is China. They're not Ming. Interesting. They're guaranteeing the independence of Malaya. Malaya. Yes. Guaranteed by China and Majapahit. Majapahit doesn't matter. Be interesting to see what they end up doing. But let's actually justify on China. Okay, we would need 12 additional political power for this. Yeah, we need a total of 75. That's fine. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye on what's going on up here. Just move this a little bit out of the way. There we go. Oh, we don't have naval supremacy up here. I suppose we don't. So these guys are currently engaged in combat. We will go ahead and have them also come over here, just as a patrol. Temporarily, anyway. As soon as they're no longer engaged in combat. Well, they're still engaged in combat. Yeah, these guys are trying to get out of there, and they are succeeding. That is fine. So we're going to pull them out of the Sea of Japan temporarily, and into the coast of Japan. And then we'll put them back after this invasion goes. Which they should be going as we speak, and indeed they are. Excellent. So we'll just invade up over here, this is not a problem. Pueblo does not have our blessing. Okay. And so they will come back and patrol over in Sea of Japan again. Perfect. So these guys, they will go ahead and set up a front line right here, and they'll be assigned to that. And then these lads, they will come over something like this and like this. Excellent. And then, once they're done with that, then they will be reassigned over here. Oh, I did not do that quite the way I wanted to. Okay, like that. Who are these over here? Is this Ming? Yeah, this is Ming. Okay. That's fine. So this gets us all of this territory. Not that that's tremendously useful, of course. We should start working on a naval base somewhere over like here. Excellent. And then we'll push down over this way and attack them from the back once we are done grabbing this territory. Although I will tell these guys, come on in over here. These guys are currently backing off a little bit. That's fine. They can do that. Wait, did they actually just yield this to us? No. No, they didn't. Okay. But they are backing off. I want the rest of these to attack right now. They're going to yield us one of these two, and this one is the smarter one to yield, all things considered. Okay, so we're just grabbing that territory back, and we'll grab this territory, and move our front line to be right here. We tied these guys up. Excellent. Hello, they actually lost a unit. We're going to attack from the rear here. And see if we can win this. Excellent. Absolutely wonderful. Pasai should be the next location to be attacked, right? No, that was the 375 one. It will, of course, be Ternate over here. And that'll be in about 20 days. Okay. That should, I think, be about enough time to finish up this area. I hope, anyway. We will go ahead and remove this. There we go. And we will give this entire force an offensive line of right there. and tell them to execute that. Get in there. We're at 98% victory here. And we expect that this will last another 12 days. But once these guys get to the front over here, we expect that these guys will... They aren't going to be able to succeed this. It's pretty over for them. They're completely surrounded. All that's left is their capital. That's a lot of torpedoes. I like it. Death to fascists, indeed. Okay, so about another 6 days here, in theory. These guys are not attacking. Let's get them in there. Full-on attack. They have basically no organization left. So we will be back at peace momentarily, is the expectation. Of course, we have our plan for attacking over here. That's ready to go. And then these guys will just walk up over here. No problem there. As far as Pasai goes, I mean, this is a super, super easy offensive line, right? It's literally just push up over here. That's literally the plan. Okay, Ainu has capitulated. And we're just going to take everything. There we go. Done. Now we need to figure out what we want to do with this army. I mean, I suppose we could assign it over here, where we pulled this unit, although, yeah, we can't assign it to that. We can, however, delete this, and this. And we could then assign this army into... We could assign this army into just this army group order, right? No. No, this is army group 4. And we're in army group 5. Okay. We'll just hold them in reserve for right now. We don't really need them anywhere, and we'll just be able to use them to respond to basically whatever we want. I do want to get started on that justification on China. That'll take 375 days. That's fine. I don't mind that. Okay, so these guys are guaranteed by Genap Philippines. And we will finish our justification in 3 days. And we'll be able to immediately attack these guys. And we'll be able to immediately attack over here as well. I don't expect that this war will be much longer than the Ainu War. That did not take long either. Okay. Our justification is done. And so we will go ahead and declare war. We will conquer them, and yes, that is fine. So we will go ahead and tell these guys that they should, they cannot attack the enemy from the neutral country. I assumed that these guys would not be a neutral country because they're a puppet of Free India. But is Free India not in this? Ah, yes. We need to call to arms. They will accept, and that's fine. Can we launch this from a neutral port, though? Yes. Yes, we can. So we called Free India, and now we should be able to attack these guys, right? In theory? No? This is a lot. Okay, so all of Free India's peeps are now joining. And we should be able to join this, or attack over here, rather, very, very shortly. I would like to offensive line here, and just as soon as we can, go ahead and go. Okay. China joined as our ally. Wait, Ming Empire is on our side? Hang on. Tibet. Yes. Oh, okay. The Ming Empire is not on our side. Ming did decide to intervene. Yes. These guys are Brotherhood of Asia. So Ming has decided to fight us. Well, this is it. This is the big one. So we will go ahead and invite these guys to our faction. Absolutely. Now, China is fighting a defensive war. Okay, India is in this. We will join all of India's wars. Okay. And now, we'll free up this force at long, long last. And then these guys are in what army group? This army group. They have no leadership whatsoever. However, we're going to go ahead and give them an offensive line of being essentially... I'm going to back that off a little bit. Of being right there for now. And we're going to tell them to go. Okay. These guys, we're going to give them... Whose side is Korchin on? They're in the Ming faction. Okay. So we're going to tell them that their offensive line is to essentially push through here. Don't really attempt to get into the Ming Empire yet. That did not go. Okay. Their offensive line should then be... Actually, I changed my mind. Over here. Again, do not attempt... That still didn't go. Why did that not go? I guess we will get maybe a little bit less aggressive of an offensive line. And we'll tell them to push... like that. Oh, is it because Mongolia, or Zhengzhou rather, is not in this? They have not been called in yet. We expect that Zhengzhou will be called in. Okay. These guys, they're mostly here to help Free India hold the line. Okay. Tibet has joined our faction. We're now fighting with Free India. And we're attacking up over here. This is, of course, to be expected. These guys, they're going to be reassigned over to this border soon enough. But this is completely fine. Now, we don't need all of these heading up here. These guys are not, though. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Well, we've got ourselves a mess. But that is something that we will deal with next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time. Are we at war with China? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. This is going to be interesting.